Hello and welcome to another wonderful edition of the review this morning. And this is the day that we have longed for. You know, anytime it's time for review, we are so strong because it's time for topical issues. And today we want to discuss something again very vital, very important that has to do with you. Has your network been disconnected already? Or they're about to? Or you've already registered it? Over the weekend, we heard that a lot of disconnections happened. And I'm talking about the NIN thing, the NIN SIM connection, and telecom companies disconnecting and buying people from communication. And right now, a lawyer is coming up to say, hey, come on, there is an undertone. My name is Ramsey Enoch. Welcome to the review. And joining me is Michael. Ekene, good morning, Michael.
Good morning, bro. My name is Mr. Ramsey.
The way you get started on the show with a smile is so captivating.
Yeah.
Can you do that smile again? He's blushing. Come on. All right, this is it. A lawyer has actually come out to say part of the reason why this disconnection is happening, it's because telecom companies are in alliance with the federal government to get some Nigerians disconnected ahead of the August 1st protest. Is this possible? Can the federal government do that?
Yeah. It is very, very possible because it happened in 2020. During the times Nigerians clamored for change for the special anti-robbery squad that were actually carrying out unscrupulous things and activities. Remember, they were wielding too much power in terms of you get somebody arrested without fact, get a person prosecuted, take his car, take his money. So when we protested NSAS protest, that was the agitations of Nigerian then that escalated. We had news where federal government met with Nigeria Communication Commission (NCC) and had some people's lines barred for making calls, having internet access, and that is also about to repeat itself. So it's happened before. It is possible.
It has happened before. So it's possible. Even today, we heard on the outnumber that some senators, some House of Rep members and politicians are running out of Nigeria and going abroad, living Abuja. They are departing and deserting Abuja because of the protesters coming out.
They know themselves. If you know you've not been somebody who's been accountable in your various portfolios in government, of course, they're coming for you. Remember we said one time that there's an intel from Ministry of Defense that this is politically motivated. Of course, there will be some political attacks. Of course, they have to take preemptive measures.
All right, let me come back to the topic of the day now. The federal government and telcos, all right, conniving to disconnect Nigerians, even though some persons were talking behind off camera and some persons were saying, hey, come on, but this is overdue, that this link your SIM. It was more like a song in Nigeria as an anthem. It was looking more like an anthem in Nigeria at some particular point in time, but some persons never did that until now, and this disconnection is happening at this very particular point in time. Don't you think this disconnection may lead to more insecurity in the country because something is happening here and someone needs to alert the police, and the person has been bad, has been disconnected, and this is a protest that is about to happen. No one knows how it's going to end. We're hearing so many things that some unscrupulous elements are actually going to hijack, and like we said, we heard that security agents have actually identified some persons who are already being sponsored, all right, to hijack this protest and make it whatever they are planning. Don't you think this disconnection at this very particular point in time may result to more insecurity in the country?
Coming from a senior lawyer, Adegboruwa, he stated, and then the news is everywhere, it's circulated, it's disseminated everywhere now. It's like it's ubiquitous. I mean, the news is circulating that hey, federal government are pledging or are already conniving. Let's call it connivance with Nigeria Communication Commission and telecommunication companies. It could be Glo, it could be MTN. Let's not mention it. But then it could be, if you notice that your line is not, that means you're probably one of those. Remember, we had from Intel, from the DSS and the defense, that we know the sponsors of these protests. They're about to unleash chaos and mayhem in the country. So these are preemptive measures. Like I said, if you want to cut the tail of a snake, you start from the head, cut the tail. So if the leader of the person who is saying let's go and protest is disconnected, how will he communicate to his subordinates? That's what is about to happen. But I feel on the angle of
what if the person has his SIM registered? He wouldn't be disconnected.
He can be disconnected for security purposes.
But then the question I'm asking is, if you know these people, why not bring them to book? Let Nigerians see them and know that this thing you want to do that you feel is for a just cause, that people are hungry and you want to end bad governance. Some persons are trying to sabotage it.
Absolutely.
If the DSS or the security agencies know who these persons are, why not bring them out, name and shame them, so that Nigerians will be aware of people who are planning to sabotage what they have to do?
I think under the law, you are not. When you're a suspect, you're not necessarily going to be arrested
because you don't have facts.
Facts. So facts and figures makes you culpable to be arrested and prosecuted. I believe these unscrupulous people are actually hatching that concept, that idea to unleash mayhem in Nigeria. So the right thing to do as security forces is, hey, since we've known the leaders, we know when they want to unleash mayhem, let's curtail. Like I said, it happened during NSAS. Some people who were at the forefront, there was a time their internet switched off, they could not come back.
In fact, I think the whole of Lekki, it's like the CIS network.
Yeah, the CIS network.
The whole of the tollgate.
So we saw this particular switch that was a forefront, switching between Glo and MTN and other networks. Of course, these guys know. Remember, there's automated simulation of SIMs from Nigeria, from NCC. They can actually simulate your conversation and your calls and take security measures. Remember that.
But if you have all of that in place, why have they not arrested these bandits?
Sometimes you wonder why there's kidnapping and I was about to come there.
So if they can simulate all of this, why not fish these people out? Are you now telling me that something is fishy somewhere?
Politically motivated. That's what I'm saying. These guys pay returns.
Well, so many things you and I don't know in this country. Well, as it is right now, it is obvious that a lot of things are going down. And this is the reason why you need to be very, very careful. If you're going out for that protest, you need to be very, very careful and put up every security measure. And of course, if you don't have food stuff in your house, just get your house stocked, okay? Whatever you need to do, if you need cash, get your cash. Everything you need to do, prepare ahead of time. If you have programs, okay, if you have events, please shift the date, all right? Whatever you know you can do, all right, to make sure these things don't happen. Make sure you do it, all right? So that at the end of the day, you will know that everything is all right. And it will amaze you that I was just saying all right, because I want everything to be all right. My name is Ramsey Enoch, and this is going to be the size of the review for this morning. But the bottom line is this. Telecom companies, you know what you're about to lose. Disconnecting people, because those people, you subscribers, because you won't make money from their conversation. They won't recharge their phones anymore. But then I think the security of this country is paramount to whatever profit anyone would want to make. But then if it is a connivance, if they are conniving because of the August, then it is not genuine enough. But if it is because of security reasons, it's good to go. All right, we'll come on your way again, and that's going to be tomorrow, same time, same station. Once again, I am Ramsey Enoch. Bye-bye for now.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleket.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.